Hi, so we're here with JJ. His real name's Josh.
JB.
Couldn't remember his first name first time he came. Anyways, good friend though. We've become good friends. Good player, wanting to get a lot better. Came to one of our retreats. We want to work today on how to help Josh get more shallow with the club going through the ball. And so stand there, Josh. So the first, kind of educate people where we started. I think it's always good to understand where we started, right? And he had some postural issues that I think made him kind of lean and stand and lift going back. Kind of show us, Aaron, what you did with him from a posture standpoint.
So we took him from like being stood up, pelvis kind of under him,
right,
to more pelvic tilt and glute activation at address. So before he had it this way, and now we've got it coming this way. The glute's a little bit more active at address, and that's going to help him get deeper into the right side on the backswing, which in turn will help him put more force for the left hip to clear to get away from the standing up and early extension.
So now go back to your posture. So you got doing a good job here with Aaron in the posture. And I think turn around and face the screen this way. So I think one thing that he also does is he tends to get his left hip in and his right hip a little higher. Remember this the other day, right? So I love the pelvic tilt you did getting in there. But I like to get that base of the spine a little bit in front, don't you think? Gets his hips and his shoulders running together. I think that helps him get turned with his trunk behind it as well.
What I like to show our guys is, the more pelvic tilt you have, the more range of motion that you're going to have turning back.
Good job with posture. Now let's work on the backswing. So, and this is the part too that's just great for him, because so like Aaron, I thought, we did a lot of work. First of all, Hack made a big call on his grip. Grip tends to get too much in the palm, which makes it harder to hinge. So go ahead and get in there. There you go. Get your ass out. And so take it back as you turn. So he's got to load, but he's got to learn to hinge that wrist so that can fold. And then he winds that hip and that rib cage. Keep your head looking towards the ball. Right? So
there we go.
So like to me, he really struggles getting to the inside part of the ball to hit a draw. Agree?
Yep.
Right? But if he's not turned into that hip, there's just no path to the ball, right?
Correct.
Right? So the first thing to hit in a draw is we got to get you back there. So these are the things that I look at when for you at home is look how little lift, look how deep you are into that hip. And then the big thing here is, Aaron, the pressure's in the heel, right? Everything before was out on the toe. And I think if you're a slicer or you're somebody it comes too steep, from real commonality I see is the pressure's always out to the toe, right? So we're getting to the heel. And the other part is now, we talked about the club being on the plane. It's pointing more out to the target line instead of being lifted and steep, right? So now, from here, Aaron, like from there to me, if he learns to separate and unwind, he's got a pathway to the inside of the ball.
Correct.
You got to have a pathway to the inside of the ball. Let's do just a few more working on your backswing, and then we're going to jump into that. All right, so doing some more work on loading. So you've got the knee band there from the pivot pack. Explain why is this good for him?
So we talked about posture, and we talked about being active at address, right, with that pelvic tilt and feeling that glute active, right? So now we can feel some width in between our knees, which that's going to get even more active, right? You feel it? So give me some pressure through the knees, make that wider. You feel how you have to use your glutes there, right? So now I want you to take a backswing, right? Load. All right. You feel how this is tension right here and you have some space there? I want you to keep that space all the way through the ball. There.
Love that.
There we
go.
Love
that.
Same thing with the hip rotation. Look at that. With the arm more across the chest.
Yeah. See,
More structure here.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that arm working a little more across and a more
Yeah.
chest turn.
Do it again, bring it back. So just, you can put it like a head cover or glove, but feel that it's swinging across. Arms more in front, we have more structure.
I think anything we can get him to do to turn his chest back a little more to help him get to
But
the
I think the more like what we're doing now is going to promote that
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, absolutely. That posture you did.
Yeah,
was
for
huge.
sure.
Does that posture feel better?
Yeah.
Don't lie. I mean, they're night and day better.